And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. DA.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, DA. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. Now here is Holiday. Right side Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. That shot wide open. Ingram's got his team on the board to start the game for the Pelicans. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Williamson. Steven Adams making his last shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Now here's Paul. Here's Adams. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. It's a three-point game. Ingram dishes to Favors. Back to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Paul for 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Williamson. He feeds it to Favors. The rebound by Steven Adams.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ball, the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
The floor awareness of ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Paul. 5 on the clock. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Gallinari with the rebound. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Ball against Paul. Here's Ingram. Got it from 16 feet. Ingram's got 7.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
Paul passes to Gallinari. Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense, delivers a perfect pass.
Paul against Ball. To the left side wing. Williamson against Gallinari.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow. That was nice. With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Now, here is Gallinari. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Diallo, he's checked in for Paul. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Schroeder looking around. To the middle. Hayes with the steal. Pass to Hart. Back to Jackson. The dish now to Hayes. Redick with it. Beyond the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
The three ball is so important in today's game. You need a guy like J.J. Redick that can stretch the defense way out.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Schroeder kicks to Diallo. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Melly. Here's Hart. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 2. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell me.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Jackson passes to Okafor. Right side Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pelicans.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Schroeder finds Muscala. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
There's the pass to Jackson. And there's the feed to Okafor. Back to Jackson. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williamson dishes to Holiday. Williamson in the post. Adams on him. Adams, some nice D. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Paul outside. From about 16, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
No good on that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Adams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And looking at Shea's game, there's a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders off balance.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Dort's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson.
Derek Favors with tremendous mobility for a player his size.
And Adams with the slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Holiday the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not
no.
at all.
A shot by Paul, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
And Hayes throws it down.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Paul passes to Adams. Oh, and the jam by Adams.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Holiday. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Paul left side, shoots over Ball. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dort's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back right after.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 2 assists. Shaq, your... And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 slot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City. Holiday dishes to Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Jrue Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. They get it again.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's an 8-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Passes it to Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Paul. No good that time. Great D that time from Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
The Thunder leading by 4. Now here's Paul. 16 points for him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Another shot. Paul missing again. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is where you like to see Zion go to work in the lane, where his size is a decided advantage.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Schroeder, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Redick up top. He has 6. The shot, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Baisley, the second chance points on the tip in. Baisley's got his first basket of the night.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Hart the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Flashing his vertical there. Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Noel. Kicks it out to Schroeder. An easy 2 points on the layup. Schroeder's got his second basket of the night.
So slippery. Schroeder probably one of the more underrated ball handlers in the league.
To the paint, here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Williamson, the pass to Okafor. Here's Melly. Dishes it to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Okafor gets the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Thunder leading by 5. Schroeder outside. Offline with his 3.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Nobody near. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. Thunder out in front. They're up by 5. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going, their backcourt, Ball and Reddick. Then there's Hayes, and it's Melly in at the power forward position. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. And there's the pass to Ferguson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the first one drops. Alinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Chris Paul comes in for Dennis Schroeder. New Orleans also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Melly. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Ingram outside. Feeds it to Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Love the agility of Favors to roll hard to the rim after the screen. They count on him to handle that.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Favors finds Holiday. And here is Ball, defended by Paul. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander. Favors trying to break free. Holiday gets the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Paul looking over the floor. He feeds it to Muscala. Back to Paul. Shoots over Ball. And it's Paul missing. Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday gets the bucket.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
It's been that way all night. Each team just trying to outscore the other.
Ingram against Paul. Ingram with the steal. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And here we go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And it's tied up with that one. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Oklahoma City shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. And Paul puts up a deep 3. Unable to get that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Here's Ball. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Gallinari. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot comes out. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Holiday looking over the floor. Banked in off the glass.
Not the flashiest guy most of the time. Holiday prefers to just get down to business, especially when the game is tight.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
When they need a score, Shea is willing to put the offense on his shoulders.
Zion Williamson's checked in for the Pelicans.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Ball against Ball. Ingram outside. The kick out to Holiday. Outside, Ball. 5 on the clock. Ingram attacking. Here's Favors. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 4th assist in this one.
Whenever Favors' team needs him to step up in a big juncture of the game, he's ready.
Ferguson's shot is good.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
Williamson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Shoots over Adams. Here's Williamson. Adams, some nice D.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
It counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. It's Ingram on the wing to the inside. Williamson up top. Gallinari covering. Williamson kicks to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Ball dishes to Williamson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Ball up top. Oh, missed it. It's good.
Competitive, confident Zion taking over.
Here's Gallinari. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander. They're up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Gallinari. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Favors is a tremendous athlete who loves to dunk it down. The connection he has with his teammates on the floor is unbelievable.
Here's Noel, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Here's Redick, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dort passes to Gallinari. And Noel kicks to Gallinari. Off target with his 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. That one good for 2. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Oh, yeah, when a bigger guy like Favors runs down the court like that, it helps open up the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander against Redick. It's good on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Favors. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
The killer instinct of Favors. This man takes no prisoners when the game is on the line.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hall's checked in. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Ingram, he's checked in for Hart. Here's Noel. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Inside. Here's Favors. Ball dishes to Favors. It drops.
Able to score in a multitude of ways, favors causing a lot of problems for the defense.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far here in overtime. Gallinari left side. Kicks to Noel. Paul outside. Over ball. Paul can't get it to go. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
Williamson on the follow. Now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. New Orleans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Good on both.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. 1 possession game now.
At the top of the key, Favors. Money!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Outside Holiday. Lets the 3 fly. And here's Ingram from the arc. So New Orleans wins it. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really... it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in his 8th season with the Pelicans.
Terrific. David, thanks. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. It's, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go hard. Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Morant. The dish to Jackson. Misses from close range.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively. Williamson with the elite ability to finish off contact. And it's just not the strength, it's the body control.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Here's Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Out to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Valanciunas finds Brooks. Now here's Winslow. Pass to Jackson. Morant against Williamson. Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. It's a tie ball game.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Favors passes to Holiday. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Morant reaches to Valanciunas.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
To the wing on the left. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
But looking at Williamson's size, I mean, skill and athleticism, and trying to think of a more unique player to enter the league.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Jrue Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Melly passes to Hart. Here's Williamson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got 8.
Solid ball movement there. I like seeing Hart make an effort to get it to his open guys.
Memphis moving that ball around. The kick out to Anderson. Trains it from beyond the arc. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Redick surveying the D. Out to the wing. He feeds it to Williamson. Doesn't go for him. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. And the basket by Jones.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Hart kicks to Redick. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Here's Jones. Williamson with the block. Throws it up high. Here's Melly. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team.
And, Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Jackson Hayes is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And there's Jackson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. A steal. And stolen by Redick. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Passes it to Melton. To the inside. To the right side. Okafor with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Left side, Redick. Pass to Hart. Hayes with it. Outside Jackson. Back to Hayes. The pass to Hart. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Redick. To the middle. Okafor, the pass to Hart. Okafor tips it back in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Anderson outside. Pass to Jones. Back to Clark. Anderson outside. Here's Gutteridge. Rob. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Jackson. Hayes trying to break free. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Clark outside, stolen by Jackson. Reddick for three. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Out left to the wing. Here's Melton. Okafor grabs the miss.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Now here's Reddick. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 6 to shoot. No coverage that time. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Reddick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Reddick fires the three. Reddick can't get that one to fall.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Grizzlies with some changes. It's Ingram on the wing. Over Winslow. They get it back.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's Morant with the drive.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Ingram against Winslow. Feeds to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. 27 seconds left here in the second. Morant against Ball. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. Over Holiday. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. No.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody.
A tremendous start for Zion Williamson.
He had 10 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, your thoughts? And that...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And now the Pelicans on the break. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Pelicans leading by 6. Ingram left side. All alone. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Morant reaches to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Holiday left side. Back to Ball. It's Ingram on the wing. Count it. Good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Morant passes to Brooks. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson left side. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Oh, man, he's just showing off terrific acceleration. I love Williamson's ability to make plays off the bounce.
It's Morant with the drive. Out to Brooks, taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. That's a miss. It's miss number 2 in shots from the floor. Brooks finds Morant. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. That one goes. Count it. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Morant against Ball. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. Count it.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Down low. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Williamson. Favors has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Holiday. Outside, Ball. The 3. No good on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Winslow kicks to Brooks. Back to Winslow. Poked away. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. A second chance effort. Back to Brooks. With 1 on the clock. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And Brooks isn't just a fighter. He's someone that isn't going to give in to the defense.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Brooks. 8 seconds left in the third. Outside Holiday. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on D. I mean, he finds a good matchup and makes an impact.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And Anderson has it in the corner. Brooks outside. Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside. New Orleans leading by 10. On the wing, Holiday. Brooks against Redick. He dishes it to Okafor.
Clearly a foul.
That free throw, no good. New Orleans making a switch here. Hayes is checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Valanciunas is checked in, and he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Redick passes to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
To the left side wing. Here's Hart. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Brooks, the pass to Clark. Right wing. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Clark outside. And the pass to Anderson. Free throw line jump shot. No good from Valanciunas. New Orleans leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Redick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the energy Redick has is what gets him in these calls. I mean, he's difficult to guard sometimes without fouling.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Morant passes to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Williamson. In the corner, it's Ingram. It's Redick on the wing. Ingram finds Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, this is how Redick has made his living. He's a dead-eye shooter who has a ton of confidence in himself.
Up top, Morant. This is to Valanciunas. Back to Morant. The feed to Valanciunas. And stolen by Favors.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zion Williamson.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Valanciunas.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And here we go. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Williamson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Redick from deep three-point land. And again, no good by New Orleans. One-on-one here. It's tipped. Clark finds Winslow. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Outside, Ball. Can't connect from long distance. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The downtown skyline illuminating. Now it's send it down to Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Kicks it out to Paul. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, there's a level of physicality that all coaches can appreciate. Chris Paul doing work.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the 2nd dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. He throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Got that bucket in no time at all. Paul's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
Ooh, that kind of defense, it's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well, for the most part, they were just standing still. And you've got an easy 2 points.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
And Brooks, here we go. No good from Valanciunas.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
That 3 off the mark. Now the Grizzlies with it. 4-point game. There's Winslow. Finished off the break.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Here's Paul. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Morant outside. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
Yo, watch Chris.
Inside. Gallinari outside. Passes it to Adams. Here's Dort. Clock at 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Brooks. Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the 2nd chance points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. Love when he gets up and throws it down.
Back to Paul. Stolen by Winslow. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Some solid defense from Gallinari. The Thunder leading by 4. Step back shot. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And that one's good. Brooks. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Now here's Winslow, 6 to shoot. Pass to Valanciunas. Tipped away. Paul outside. Over Morant. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Jackson kicks to Brooks. And another turnover here by Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Schroeder against Jones. Schroeder dishes to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Schroeder against Jones. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. Back to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Valanciunas. Now here's Diallo. Brooks covering. Shot good by Diallo.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. Noel, here's Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing by 4.
And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth. At his size, you simply cannot give up that kind of deep positioning to Nerlens Noel.
And there's the pass to Gutteridge. Now Clark. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the inside, and Noel throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Diallo. And Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Justice Winslow, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year and becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way.
Memphis trailing here. And it's blocked. Here's Ferguson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Morant looking around. That one, no good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Oklahoma City shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gallinari's checked in. Morant against Paul. Stolen away. And, oh, here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop.
Oh, wow. The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Here's Morant. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw, good. Paul.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
To the wing right side. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Adams' shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Brooks, here we go. Jackson has the open look. The Thunder pull it in. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Paul outside. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
Well, you think over the course of Chris Paul's career, he will have had a 10-year stretch where he was the best point guard in the league. But perhaps the value of his leadership qualities will be the thing he's most remembered for. Competitive spirit, pushing his team to the next level. What a career.
And Brooks, here we go. Jackson missed inside.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And slam dunk by Noel.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Here's Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 6 points. Paul surveying the floor with 1 on the clock. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Paul had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's been over a decade since the... And...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. On the wing, Winslow. It's stolen by Adams. Al Paul, 13 points in the game. 16 feet away. Rebounded by Jackson. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Shoots from the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Morant drives in. Jackson, that's good.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
All up top, guarded by Morant. And yes, it's good. And the Thunder lead by 7.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Dort passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
The feed now to Jackson. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Gallinari. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for Chris Paul. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Schroeder outside. Diallo finds Muscala. Back to Diallo. Jones against Schroeder. Over Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Noel down low. He's against Clark, and that one's good. Noel.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the paint, it's stolen by Schroeder. And now a fast break for the Thunder.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Ball checked in for the Thunder. Out to the right wing. Here's Diallo. The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Gutteridge the pass to Clark. Here's Gutteridge. It's Anderson with the drive. To stop the run. Here's Clark. Out to the right wing. Anderson wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Ferguson's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the Timbers.
And that's the kind of quality you see. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Muscala, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Schroeder outside. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the elbow. That one wide left. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
And so Clark nails both of them. The Thunder leading by 15. Schroeder passes to Noel. Schroeder against Jones. Now here's Schroeder. D right on him. Ferguson misses. The Grizzlies shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Anderson dishes to Clark. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker. It may be his best attribute.
Passes to Ferguson. It's intercepted. And here's the fast break. Here's Gutteridge. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder.
You've got to be more aggressive. That kind of soft effort won't get it done.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. And for the Thunder, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Pass to Noel.
Oh, wow!
What a remarkable vertical. Nerlens Noel demonstrating what a sensational athlete he is.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. 17 points was their biggest margin. Diallo the pass to Noel. Back to Diallo. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Thunder lead by 15. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. The kick out to Anderson. Clark with a wide open look. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. To the middle, here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Clark kicks to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. Melton passes to Valanciunas. And contact on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And people talk a lot about Diallo's athleticism, but this guy also plays with a high motor.
You're right, Greg. He's always in attack mode. He runs the floor, willing to crash the boards. And defensively, this guy shows great lateral quickness, great tenacity, footwork. I get that he's raw, but the upside is absolutely there.
Paul finds Noel. Paul outside. The pass to Muscala. Back to Paul. Shoots over Morant. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Jackson dishes to Morant. He feeds it to Jackson. Pass to Winslow. Back to Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. There's the dish to Jackson. He kicks to Brooks. And a miss there on the triple. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Thunder.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Chris Paul.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Thunder lead by 19.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. A new 14 for the Grizzlies.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Paul against Morant. Lets it go with a three. The shot by Paul, no good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Thanks. And with
Kevin, thank you.
No doubt, D.A. Thanks. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Back to Holiday. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Adams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And nothing seems to faze Adams. Even when you get physical with him.
Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
You know, Chris Paul will get his points any way he can. I mean, that's his aggressive nature. CP3, if it means handling contact, he's ready for it.
It's good. Paul's got his second basket of the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Gallinari wide open. They get the rebound.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Kicks it out to Williamson. Williamson double teamed. That one doesn't go. The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The feed to Paul. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And there's another one for the Thunder.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Outside Holiday. And again, unable to change momentum here. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball against Ball. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. Williamson with the block. Melly passes to Jackson. Williamson, and Hart has it in the corner. Redick up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Lock at 6. And that one is good.
You know, Redick has a solid in-between game, and I like seeing him work that shot into his game from time to time.
Jackson against Schroeder. Rebounded by Jackson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Down low, here's Hart. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I'd like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A step-back shot here. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Redick against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williamson, and the rejection by Noel.
And the shot blocking skills of Noel are a staple of his game, really one of the foundational pieces. He really takes a lot of pride in what he does on defense.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And he recovers it. Here's Williamson. Thunder with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They're running, ball going up court, and finished off by Williamson.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Got it up. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some levity.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but...
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Diallo out there with Chris Paul. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Mike Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3. Paul against Jackson. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 8 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. And Redick kicks to Hart. Back to Redick. High post try. The Thunder pull it in.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And it's Okafor missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Diallo, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And the shot goes down. He has 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Hart. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Muscala, the pass to Diallo. Oh, that's blocked. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Here's Okafor. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Oklahoma City moving it around. And he jams it with authority.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Paul against Jackson. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Hayes.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Paul outside. There's a minute left in the first half. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Paul's got 10.
Good things just happen when Chris Paul's on the court. Leadership, talent, savvy, awareness. I mean, whether he's dropping dimes or knocking down jumpers, he's productive.
Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Paul. Pelicans trail by 10. Hart the pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy.
Here's the lob to Adams. That one misses. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And now the Pelicans on the break. And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target from outside. The Thunder leading by 8. To the middle. Ferguson misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. And Gallinari, a guy who maybe should have gotten more All-Star votes over the years, Jack. All he does. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. Holiday finds Williamson. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Ingram dishes to Favors. Holiday against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Ball slams it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Paul with the ball. Out defended by Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Paul against Ball. Paul can't get it to go.
clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And it's Williamson missing.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Ingram with the steal. And here we go. Williamson heading to the hoop.
That's a great get it! Oh, down there, man.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
It's Ingram on the wing. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
Paul passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Williamson finds Ball. Gilgeous-Alexander against Holiday. Offensive rebound. Favors passes to Holiday. The drive by Williamson. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Paul outside. 1:15 left in the third quarter of the game. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 10-point Oklahoma City lead. There's Ball with the three. Favors passes to Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Stolen by Ball. And Holiday throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Williamson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And then for Oklahoma City, Noel comes in for Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. And Hayes throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Pass to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Stolen by Holiday.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drives.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down. The Pelicans trail. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Mike Muscala. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Diallo.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Pelicans?
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Here's Reddick. And that one goes long.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Hart. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Holiday. Feeds it to Hayes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Hayes has got the lead up to 1 now for the Pelicans. Inside, Ferguson, and he throws it down hard with one hand. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Muscala, the pass to Noel. Good, nice job down low. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Outside Holiday to the inside and stolen by Noel. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Schroeder missing. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left them no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So for the Pelicans, Williamson is checked in for Melly. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Hayes with it. Adams on him. And Hayes gets to Holiday. Back to Hayes. It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Ingram with the steal. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Hayes throws it down.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're leading by 1. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Chris Paul.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D's. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Hayes finds Holiday. Back to Hayes. And a missed layup.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Fast break, here they come. The shot by Holiday, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Adams trying to free himself up. Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Passes it to Holiday. It's Ingram on the wing. 6 to shoot. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. This win, such a tremendous A beautiful evening in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. Our setting tonight, the FedEx Forum. Hi, everyone. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Brooks misses. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Ingram passes to Favors. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Pass to Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Holiday against Brooks. Holiday, the pass to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. Ingram outside. Clock at 6. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually, that metabolism is going to slow down, and if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram.
Morant surveying the D. Now the feed to Jackson. Back to Morant. There's the pass to Valanciunas. That shot misses. Great D that time from Favors. Holiday finds Williamson.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Shot to stop the run. Clock at 2. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Ball.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Melton, no good. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Now, here's Clark. Here's Melton. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Jackson. 6-point lead. Here's Redick. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That one drops for him. For New Orleans, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. To the paint. Williamson outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got his second basket.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Here's Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on J.J. Redick.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Some changes for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. And it's Jackson Hayes in for Nicolo Melli. Outside, Reddick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Okafor kicks to Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Jones. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside, Reddick. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's Jones. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Clark. Reverses, and the layup is good.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Right side, Reddick. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pelicans lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Okafor out there with Jackson Hayes. And there's Jackson. Then there's J.J. Reddick. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. It's stolen by Jones. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Okafor dishes to Reddick. Here's Hart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Reddick for 3. No good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Clark the pass to Anderson to the wing right side. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Clark outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pelicans trail by 3. Okafor high post. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
The 3 from Morant. And another miss by Memphis. So Favors will bring it up for the Pelicans. Ingram wide open. Holiday can't get the putback. Memphis leading, and it's Memphis on the break. Morant with the ball.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season, and the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Morant finds Brooks, lets it go with a three, and it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got his first 3 points of the game. New Orleans moving it around. Ingram against Winslow. Ball's knocked loose to the left wing, to the inside, and slam dunk by Ingram.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. There's Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. New Orleans has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes it to Holiday. He feeds it to Favors. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling Favors.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks. New Orleans also making some changes. Zion Williamson's checked in for Melly. And Hart subbed in for Ball. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant with a wide open look. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And finished off by Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
That shot is off. It's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They're in better shape now than they were at one point when they trailed by 8. And that's good.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson against Williamson. Ingram outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant left side. Brooks with no one around. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Holiday against Morant. Will it go? And then Favors with the dunk.
Textbook stuff from Holiday off the pick and roll. He comes around the screen and rewards the screener with the pass.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
When you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Ingram with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Morant against Holiday. The drive-by ball. Dishes to Favors. The kick out to Holiday. There's Ball with the three. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gutterich is checked in, and Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. Jones drives in. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss. Pelicans trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Knocked loose. Ingram with the steal. And now the Pelicans on the break. Redick for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's Ball in the corner. Here's Redick. Tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Hayes has got his first points in this one.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. Valanciunas inside. Hayes on him. Jones for 3. It doesn't go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Memphis leading by 6. Feeds it to Jackson. Jones for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 8 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Brooks finds Jones. Outside Jackson. Back to Jones. Goes up. Jackson trying to break free. That one rolling around and rims out. Pelicans trail by 6. To the wing on the left. Back to Ingram. Williamson outside. Lobs it up there for Ingram. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Sweet finish on the alley-oop. Ingram extending that time to throw it down.
Ingram with the steal. Redick up top. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Grizzlies up 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Jackson is out there with Holiday. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Morant against Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hart. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. It's a one-point game.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Pass to Okafor. And finished off by Okafor.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Redick is checked in. The 3 from Morant. Pelicans pull it in. It's Redick on the wing, covered by Winslow. Hart the pass to Okafor. Redick against Winslow to take the lead. The shot by Redick, no good. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And again, Memphis running the court in transition. Holiday with the defensive effort.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Back to Redick. Shoots over Winslow, and the Pelicans miss again. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
To the right side. Hart the pass to Okafor. Here's Melly. New Orleans moving the ball around. The numbers in their favor. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
The deep 3 from Redick. Offline with his 3.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Pelicans trail by 8. Okafor, high post. He's against Clark. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Anderson, and it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now the pass to Williamson. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Favors.
And the contact doesn't shake Favors. He just outworks the defense and finishes strong.
Melly passes to Williamson. Out to the right wing. Inside, stolen by Winslow. Brooks finds Winslow. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Williamson. No good from Valanciunas.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Money!
Big-time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
Grizzlies have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. It's Morant with the drive. Yes!
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Morant against Ingram. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Valanciunas grabs the board. So it's the Grizzlies now. They've led by as much as 10. Brooks. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Zion wanted it, and he nailed it.
24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Morant with it on the wing. Winslow. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Ingram with the steal. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. All right, David, great. and nothing.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
They're such a great reflection of their coach. Thanks, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for the Thunder, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Paul. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Paul's got the opening field goal of the game for Oklahoma City. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Down low. Here's Adams. Gallinari outside. Oklahoma City moving it around. Kicks it out to Paul. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor, will likely be the victor.
And the dunk by Jackson.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And that one is hammered home.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Morant. Winslow finds Morant. Back to Winslow. Now here's Valanciunas. Brooks outside. The 3 from Morant. The rebound by Steven Adams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Fires from deep. And it's Morant missing.
You look back at that 2019 draft. Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Now here's Morant. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Paul passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant dishes to Brooks. Morant outside. Pass to Dort. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Loads it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort misses.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Winslow, and the layup's good off the glass.
Attacking that painted area. Winslow relentless in there.
Adams in the high post. And good that time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Basket good.
Valanciunas has made so many strides as a scorer since he started in the NBA.
Ball against Morant. The shot by Paul, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Out to Morant. Drops in the tray. Morant's got 5.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. He feeds it to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Fires for three. Gallinari with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Brooks finds Winslow. Jackson with it. Back to Winslow. Pass to Jackson. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And again, Oklahoma City running the court in transition. And Dort gets it to go. He has 6.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Here's Jackson. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Impressive defense by Gallinari. He has some size, and he has good instincts.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Thunder lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2 guard. And here's the break. Here's Gutterich. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Oklahoma City trailing. The pass to Muscala. Ferguson kicks it over to Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Drops in the layup for 2. Schroeder's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going.
Jones drives in. Anderson outside. Puts up a 3. The Thunder pull it in. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
And watching Kyle Anderson, Greg Popovich once stated, he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hint the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Gutterich. And again, Memphis no good. The Thunder leading by 5. Oklahoma City moving it around. And that one's good. Noel.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
To the middle. The kick out to Anderson. To halt the run. Rebound by Muscala. For Oklahoma City, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Pass to Diallo. Back to Noel. Here's Muscala. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Ferguson. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. Pushing it up. It's stolen by Muscala. Noel passes to Ferguson. And here's Diallo. Right wing. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's Morant. He has 5. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Adams kicks to Paul. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
The way Paul uses pace, the way he uses angles, absolutely fantastic.
Jackson finds Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Oh, great ball movement there.
Winslow, the pass to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by Oklahoma City.
The Thunder leading by 12. Paul with the ball. Passes it to Ferguson. And they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
And that's going to happen. Paul recognizes the imbalance in the defense. Delivers a perfect pass.
16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Ferguson off on the layup. And so that's the end of the first half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Certain guys give their... And that should...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Steven Adams with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been...
Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Kevin? Unbelievable. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Ball against Morant. And it's Paul missing. And so it's Memphis with it. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
It's hard to figure out Chris Paul because he's so shifty off pick and rolls.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Morant.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Paul kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Boom, he jams it straight down.
not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Gallinari, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Then for the Grizzlies, Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Anderson in for Winslow. Pulls up, high post. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 12-4 run. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Dort misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Brooks, the pass to Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Schroeder passes to Dort. Schroeder against Morant. And that one's good. Schroeder. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, and here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The drive by Schroeder. It's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Clock at 6. Jones against Schroeder. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on a 16-6 run.
And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Melton passes to Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Schroeder comes with the double team. Anderson outside. Memphis moving it around. Here's Clark. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For Memphis, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Schroeder.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
And that one's good by Clark.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Pass to Muscala. Back to Schroeder. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. They lead by 1. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thunder shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Diallo the pass to Noel. Nobody near Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Here's Gutteridge. Clark outside. Jones for three. No good. Shot missing. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Grizzlies lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Chris Paul is out there with Diallo. Then there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Bazley into the 4-man position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Jackson gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Thunder trailing by 3. Over to the left wing. Inside, Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And taken away by Paul. Here's the break. Here's Diallo. There's the pass to Ferguson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Thunder lead by 1. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
Clark outside. Back to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Paul passes to Bazley, and Noel kicks to Diallo. Over in the corner, Paul. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morant against Paul, and that one's good. Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Paul surveying the floor. Charity stripe shot. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Memphis leading. And here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. Back to Morant. Brooks finds Valanciunas. Now here's Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Morant for 3. That shot no good. The Thunder have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. So the wing on the left. Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Winslow against Gallinari. Winslow kicks to Morant. And taken away by Paul. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Winslow against Gallinari. Here's Paul. Yep, that one goes. And the Thunder lead by 1.
When momentum is up for grabs, Chris Paul seizes the moment. He comes through when his team needs him the most.
And finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from John Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Here's Adams. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Here's Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Ball passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. Here's Adams. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Jackson. Got it.
Eyes up, scanning the floor. Winslow plays with great poise and unselfishness.
Ball is doubled. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Gallinari. Back to Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Defending Schroeder is much trickier than it used to be. Has developed his skills to go along with the athleticism.
And the Thunder making a change here. Noel's checked in.
And that makes it a 1-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Now Valanciunas. Morant outside. Back to Valanciunas. Kicks it to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Money!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.